For these back graphs, we're just answering just simple key features for them. This is the stuff that we've been doing from the beginning of the year. When I ask for function, I'm talking about what type of function is this. So we have 3 different graphs. What type of function is this first one? What does it look like? Linear. This is a linear function because it forms a line. What type of function is this second one? Exponential. It's an exponential function. And is it a growth or a decay? It's a growth, okay, because it's going up from left to right. What type of function is the bottom one? This is a quadratic function. Okay? So let's start with the quadratic one, since that's the one that we've been working on all week. Where is the vertex for this quadratic? -3 and 4. -3, 4. Is it a maximum point or a minimum point? It's a maximum point because it's the top, the highest point on the quadratic. The axis of symmetry is where? At x equals 3, right? At x equals 3, it's the first number on the vertex. So x equals -3 is the axis of symmetry. What is the domain for this function? All real numbers. Where are the roots? Where are the roots on here? -5 and -1. So we can say -1 and -5. And those are also called the zeros, solutions, and the x-intercepts. Okay, they all mean the same thing. The range, we go from the lowest point to the topmost point. So what is the lowest point that this graph goes to? -infinity, right? It's going to keep going down forever. And what is the highest point that it goes to? 4. And it equals to it because there's a point up there. So the only part that I need on the range is right here, y less than or equal to 4, because these numbers are going down forever and ever. Less than or equal to 4. Okay, let's go back up to the linear function. Let's do the domain. What is the domain for this one? From -6 all the way to 2, right? So we started like this. Leftmost point first, that's -6. And we have a line underneath because it's a closed circle. All the way to 2. And we don't put a line right here because it's an open circle. Okay? What about the range? The bottommost point is 0. And we put a line underneath it because it's a closed circle. What is the topmost point? 4, and it's an open circle, so no line underneath. Okay? Where are my zeros? Same thing like a quadratic. What does the word 0 mean? It's the x-intercept, right? It's the roots, the zeros. So that's at -6. And it only has 1 because it's linear. It's not quadratic. Quadratics usually have 2. It could have 1 or it could have none. Where is my y-intercept? Right here on the y-axis at 3, right? So we would say 0, 3. And then the slope, we're going to do, I'm going to erase a little bit of this. We're going to do rise over run. And I'm going to use these 2 points, this one and this one. So from this point to this point, how much do you go up? So from 3 to 4, how much did you go up? 1. Even though it's a lot of little lines right there, from 3 to 4 is just 1. And then how much did I go over from here to here? 2, right? From 0 here is 2. So my rise is 1, my run is 2, so my slope is 1 over 2. Okay? And the last one, exponentials. Where is the y-intercept? It's at 4. So 0, 4. What is the domain? All real numbers. Because this one's going to keep going forever and ever, right? Where is my asymptote? That's the imaginary line right here, right? And it's crossing at 2. So it's y equals 2, not x equals, because it's a horizontal line, not a vertical line. And once you find the asymptote, you found the range, because that's where it starts. Okay, so we're going to say that that's the lowest point that it goes to. And it doesn't equal to it because it never touches the asymptote. And then the highest it goes to is what? Infinity. Okay, so I only need this part, and you flip it. So y is greater than 2, which is our asymptote. Okay, those are key features of linears, exponentials, and quadratic functions. All of this is going to be on the test. Sometimes they'll ask you what type of function is this, so you would have to put it in Desmos and look and tell me if it's quadratic, linear, or exponential. And we'll practice some more of that in the coming days.